Welcome, welcome. What's up? Happy Halloween, pre-Halloween. You know what? I am so gonna get one of these electric dirt bikes. They are freaking dope. The dopest. I'm loving it. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about these electric dirt bikes is that all the seats look real freaking just uncomfortable. They look uncomfortable. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, let's get back on it though. Welcome, welcome. What's the deal, you guys? What's popping off? Let me make sure the freaking message is on point. Wait for it has to come through. What we doing right now? We're gonna freaking. Hey guys, I got all that stuff done yesterday. I got so much stuff done yesterday. Not a lot, but I got enough. I got enough stuff done yesterday that I'm actually I'm happy. I don't expect a lot of people to be coming in here this morning because most people are probably out at the jobs, but I'm sure some heads, maybe some overseas peeps coming through. I already ran an errand this morning, even though I keep on trying to get up earlier. Not even trying, actually, because when I woke up, it was like almost 7, and I was like, crap, because stores open at 6. And I like to get up like 5 and do stuff, get stuff done, or at least start on my own personal stuff, like, get up, brush my teeth. If I have to pick something up, let's say if I don't have any coffee, I would go get some coffee really quickly because I don't like to go out in the middle of the day or even after. I really don't like to go out past 7, but I don't have to. Honestly. So, whatever. Yeah. So, got up a little bit later because when it's before 7, less people are up. If it's before 6, even less people are up. And when people start getting up, you just like, it's just more. You have a more probability to running into BS that you don't feel like dealing with. Like, listen, I don't got no time to deal with your BS. Yes, you won't. If you're looking for love, you probably won't find love. But still, So hopefully everybody's having a great day. Everybody getting ready. Everybody got their Halloween candy set. We got some heads coming in. Yo, what's up? We talking about it today, guys. People all up in here, so let's go ahead and do it. Thanks for the like. Listen, guys, did y'all see the stuff that's coming out right now? Oh my gosh, we got one day. Is it what? 3 Atlas is supposed to be coming out from behind the sun. Notice it's raining. Well, it's raining in my neck of the woods. But anyway, that's something that's more personable. Like what's going to be in your reality? What does that signify? But anyway, did you guys see the freaking oh, I got 3 likes. What? Thank you very much. Hit that subscribe. This is more of a cleansing, decluttering, ascension channel. Hey, getting up and doing what you gotta do. And that's what I did this morning too, guys. I had to get up. I had to go get some coffee creamer. So I was out because I have coffee. But and you know what I did? I walked right past the donuts. Right past, because I had pastries yesterday. I had some delicious pastries yesterday. Not from a donut shop, from a bakery. I'm like, when you get pastries from a bakery, that's on a whole different level. It's not Dunkin' Donuts, which I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore. Hey, Dunkin' Donuts. Sorry, Dunkin', but you guys stop doing it. Your Bavarian cream donuts don't taste the same. And it's weird because they're like the only place where you can get probably a Bavarian cream donut. Who knows about Bavarian cream donuts? Not many people. And Dunkin' Donuts used to have a great Bavarian cream donut. But now, Dunkin' Donuts Bavarian cream donuts ain't all that. But anyway, I went to a bakery. You know what? And it was just because the bakery was freaking near of this other thing I was doing. I was like, oh, let me go up in there. You know? I can't resist. That's one of the things that, like, donuts, pastries. I can't resist. I can't resist it. Can't resist. But I did resist this morning. I was like, the lady was putting donuts in the thing, and I looked. I'm like, I still feel the donuts from yesterday. I only had one donut yesterday, too. It was donut, and I had a cookie. And I had a freaking cupcake. I haven't had a cupcake forever. And that cupcake was delicious. I was like, wow. So that's what I ate throughout the day. Just 3 pastries. Yeah, I know. Horrible. It's horrible to do that. You don't want to do that. We got some more heads coming through? Yeah. Dude. Bavarian donuts. Heck yeah, bro. You know? Nobody be sleeping. People sleeping on Bavarian donuts. And I'm talking about, let me just get it right. It's not Boston cream donuts, people. People are like, what? No, I'm talking about Bavarian cream. The Bavarian cream donuts is the ones with the powder. It's a powder donut with the cream and with the custard inside. Okay? And I don't like too much custard, but, you know. But, man, you can't resist. And Dunkin' Donuts used to have the best Bavarian cream. They used to be bigger and they used to be soft. And they're chocolate donuts. They used to be big. They used to be soft. Now you go in there and it's like, what the heck is this? Like, no softness. There's no fluffiness. There's no, I miss it. It's time to make the donuts. Remember that commercial? Who remembers that commercial? It's time to, yeah. Dunkin' Donuts has gone down. Boom. Gone. I know. And I'm not even saying anything on, hey, Dunkin'. Work on your campaign. Do something different. We all got to do something different. I'm doing something different with my websites and stuff like that. Hey, if something doesn't work, change it. Or whatever. I'm not telling nobody to do anything. I'm just saying, I used to like Dunkin' Donuts. And you know, I grew up on that. And now I just can't do it anymore, unfortunately. Just can't do it. But you know what? What we are going to do is talk about some 3-Eye Atlas. So peeps out there, man, you know what really got me is the footage that we're getting from our space agencies. You guys see the footage from the James Webb Telescope? That's the I never heard of Shipley, you know. But you know what I wanted to do is go on an excursion. I want to freaking get a friend, or I'll do it by myself. You know, just get in the car and go to research where some good donut shops are, and I'm talking about that do donuts, and like take a road trip. I'm talking about, like, you know, even a state over, wherever you are. You in freaking Montana, go somewhere down in Idaho. I don't know. You know, California, go up the coast a little bit, find another donut shop. They go taste those donuts, cause man, and this be a thing. This is like, I'm gonna go to 2 donut shops. Go up there, film it all. And like, oh, these donuts were something. Have something special about it. Get some really good donuts. Find out where the real donut places are. Even vegan donuts. Hey. Who has a good donut? But I had to walk past those donuts this morning. I was like, listen, I'm not going to do it. I haven't heard of Shipley. I had the Randy's Donuts. Randy's Donuts was in LA. Actually, I was about to do a thing with Randy's Donuts. They didn't know about it. But promoting my class, my fitness class and stuff like that. I was like, I was going to do a class outside Randy's Donuts. I shouldn't have put that information out there for anybody. Oh yeah, the Voodoo Donuts. Heard of those mother freakers. Yeah, there's some nice donut shops. There's some nice donut people, you know, up in this mother freaker. You know? Freaking ridiculous. But yeah, you guys, y'all see on my channel, I got some stuff done yesterday. Who's out there? Who got stuff to declutter out there? Anybody decluttering their place, minimizing? Well, guys, anyway, that freaking, y'all see that James Webb telescope? I was watching some, I'm not even gonna say who it was. The Mexican Bakery and Coffee. I never heard of that particular place, but while living in LA, I went to a lot of cafes that were, what's the Vallarta. I talked to the abuelas in there baking up all the pastries all the time, getting this, getting those. But traditionally, a Mexican bakery and coffee, no, that it's a name like that, I haven't. And being in LA, I've had the pleasure of being amidst so much of the Latin culture, the postres, all the different comida está muy bien. Me gusta mucho. But yeah, but I'm a pastry fiend. San Felipe, Mexico has good bakeries. Man, that's the thing. You gotta go out there and experience, especially stuff like that. Like, man, the people that can do some good baking, woo! Man, that's the one thing I wish I would have got. I tried to make cookies growing up and whatnot, but they just never really turned out good, and then nobody really cared. And it was like, let me go. Your attention gets so distracted growing up. So it's like, but I still love cooking. I love cooking now. I love pastries. And I'm still thinking, like, I'm going to figure out how to freaking... I started making my own pastries, actually. I had my other channel when I was doing a lot of baking. I was doing a lot of cooking. I got into that. Peanut butter cookies. I started doing almond flour stuff. I really got into a lot of baking and cooking. I was making bodybuilding bomb bites, raw bites. You just got to expect. There's so much to do. So much to do. So... and the heater's getting kind of hardcore. Man, the temperature's dropping. I tell you, every time it gets fall, all that has to happen is like one drop, 1 day of rain, 2 days of rain, from summertime going to fall, make it rain, summertime weather's over. Like that. Summertime weather's over. It's cold. It's winter. It's winter time. It's winter. I feel winter. I feel winter time. But anyway, yeah. You guys see the footage on 3i Atlas? Huh? You guys see the footage? From the James Webb telescope. Now, all this time, we've been getting this footage from the James Webb telescope showing us all these beautiful galaxies, or like these, it looks so beautiful. They show us a James Webb telescope image of the 3i Atlas. It ain't nothing but some pixels. Like I'm back and playing Atari. ColecoVision. What is this? What is this? Odyssey? Before we were getting pictures of, the beauty, the lights, and the galaxies, and this James Webb telescope. And now they're showing the 3i Atlas, and it's pixel crap. And then they got this other thing called the DLP or something like that. And they're like, here's 3 eyes, and ain't nothing but a dot. I'm like, we're supposed to believe that's what you're telling us this thing is. But then you show us all these other pictures all this other time, and it's remarkable stuff. We can see the moon. We see craters and stuff on the moon. You can't give us a real picture of this 3i Atlas, but you can take pictures and show us stuff of the moon. Real deep down of Mars. Deep down, I can understand how it's like a million miles away, whatever, but that's what our satellites do. That's what they do. You know what, guys? We are getting fed the biggest bunch of baloney I have ever seen. And of course, it got to be baloney because that's the most disgusting stuff that you can have. When you were growing up, you didn't really have bologna sandwiches. You had bologna sandwiches, that's the lower tier. That's the lower tier deli meat. You really had some good deli meat. You having pastrami, you having roast beef, you having turkey breast. Heck, you even having some chicken breast. Ham. But if you got a bologna sandwich on mayonnaise, you got the lower tier deli meat. That's the worst stuff for you. Where's the animal called bologna? It's bologna. People use the word baloney to tell you that you're ridiculous or that thing you're talking about is ridiculous. This is baloney. The James Webb Telescope and what they're showing us is baloney. That's what we're getting. They're feeding us baloney. They're not giving us turkey breasts. Hey, here's your pastrami. You know how you go up into the New York and get the real Jewish delish and get the real pastrami going on. Did I just say that wrong? Hopefully that's right. Get the real roast beef with the stuff. That'll be something like that's when we get in the pictures of the man or the moons. We got a good sandwich here, good roast beef, turkey, my cold cut. No, this stuff that they're giving us right now, this is baloney. And it may be it's not even on mustard, it's on mayonnaise, and it's Miracle Whip. You know, it's a mustard sandwich. It's a syrup sandwich. That's what we're getting. We're not getting anything good. You know? Yo, what happened? I know. You was raised on bologna sandwiches and mayonnaise? Man, I was raised freaking making syrup sandwiches and mustard sandwiches. So you had it better, bro. I got the bologna sandwiches when I went to my friend's house. Bro, you guys got bologna? Don't get me wrong, I had some deli meat too. But you guys got bologna? And they made me a bologna on mayonnaise with the white bread. I'm like, yeah. That goes to show you how depraved we actually were. We did not grow up on good food, people. You got to see, you're brainwashed. I was raised on, yeah. Exactly. That's why we're all effed up. That's why. And if some of us actually had some boxes of fruit, I remember, you know, there were sponsors, band sponsors would play band, and when you order fruits, they would sell fruit. And we get cases, you know, boxes of oranges and grapefruits and stuff, and I will eat that. Like, you know, having boxes of fruit. Like, yeah, the fruit sponsors, you know, what do they call them? Booster programs. Lucky I ate those growing up. That's why I'm somewhat healthy. But man, when you freaking have mayonnaise sandwiches and mustard sandwiches, it's because there was no food in the refrigerator. There was no food. Where you gonna go tell your friends out in the neighborhood? Nah, I don't got no food in the house. Wait. You know, and we didn't have no, like, maybe food stamps were around back then, but, you know, we didn't have food stamps. But everybody's on a different programs anyway. But yeah, mayonnaise sandwich, bologna sandwiches, you know, it is what it is. She's in Taco Bell sauce. How'd you get the Taco Bell sauce? You had to go up in there and get it. I wasn't even going to Taco Bell. What I gotta go in there for? I don't got no money. Unless you go in there and just take it. Let me go in there and take it. That's what hey, full disclosure. When I do get coffee from the gas station sometimes, I sometimes grab 2 or 3 more extra creamers just to put them in my refrigerator. So the next time I do run out of coffee and creamer at home, I'm like, oh yeah, I got those 3 or 4 extra creamers. So I can get myself 1 more cup before I have to go get another thing. Don't tell nobody. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, hey, we still alive, right? So you know what? I don't freaking, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about stuff like that. People are what they are, and we've been through what we've been through. And if you woke up today and you're on the freaking thing, if you're here and you're just, you're lucky. Because man, the things that are going on in the world, I don't even want to say it. Look at the James Webb Telescope stuff. And they give us this little, I'm watching this one program. It's a radio station and a podcast. And it has to do with the guy's name is it's in reference to that place people go on Sunday. That's the person's last name. And they got this elliptical that's showing how 3i Atlas is coming in, and the planets are going around, and they're just showing it. Oh, it's right next to Mars. Oh, that was a close one. It's 15 million miles away from freaking Mars. Oh, it looks like it's going to be close. It almost hit Mars. Showing this little diagram. You don't see nothing. Oh my God, it almost hit Mars. I swear, the podcasts and stuff that we're watching and stuff, it's like a control program. And I'm getting into conspiracy theory here now, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't like to think. And hey, any informants or any people in here that you're doing what you're doing, okay. Okay, you know my IP address. Okay, hey, listen, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I'm not telling people anything. Okay, I'm just making a freaking live podcast right now. I want to thank anybody who's joining me. Okay, but you 3-letter organization, your secret organizations that you're doing what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and I know what you're doing a little bit, and I don't appreciate it. But at the same time, I'm not doing anything. I'm decluttering my house, or I'm decluttering stuff. I didn't cost 2020. I didn't do any of that. I didn't know. Anyway, so, but really? No, it almost hit Mars. No, it didn't. And then we're looking at the fact, like, is it an alien, or is it artificial? Is it artificial, or is it natural? Is it a rock? Well, it's lighting up. It's in the front, You just walk in to take the packages. It's like man, who knows what the heck is going on with this thing? I just think that. You know what? No, I don't think. And I think that's the downfall of a lot of stuff, you guys. It's thinking. And I try to get out of it. I really have. I don't like thinking. I really don't. I think when you start thinking, it's like you're just losing yourself, because you're never really going to come up with anything. What you thinking for? You ain't working. You're not an astrophysicist. What are you thinking about? Guess we think about how to make our own businesses better and stuff like that, thrive. I like doing. Like, just do. Listen, you have that thought, start doing. Start doing. That's basically what it comes down to. That's why I had to get out there yesterday, guys, and get into the garage again. I did a lot of gardening stuff. I did a lot of inside decluttering, books, bookcases, moving stuff, cleaning things up, reorganizing. So it was like, listen, let me get out here in the hardcore, because winter's coming and there's no insulation. So I gotta get done. Gotta get it done. Hey, thanks a lot for coming in. This is welcome to the channel. I don't know what it's called right now, because I always change my channel, but it's always about detoxing your life podcast, because that's what we're doing. We're detoxing our life. And, you got this one guy. His initials is IA, and he's saying that, he's talking about 3 Atlas, and I'm like, bruh, we're under such a mind warp. It's ridiculous. I can't even freaking. I don't even like to ponder it, really. Because it's like, after if you're on that note, you guys, then if you're on that note, you don't even want to mess around with. It's no point. If you would have known what adults were when you were a kid, you would be like, what? Because no matter where you would go into, it's some sort of manipulation. And I don't even want to go down there. Sorry. I'm not saying I'm sorry. I'm just saying sorry. I'm not sorry. Let's say you were a kid, and as a child, I love police officers. When you're a kid, you look up to police officers. Still look up to police officers. Police officers are great. When you're a kid, you're like, oh, you meet the police, da-da-da-da. But as you get older, and let's say you want to go into the police, you think it's all, yeah. But as a kid, you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to do that. But when you get older, you get in there, and you find out it's something totally different. There's different sets of police. There's different people that's doing different things inside the things against getting. You never thought that as a kid. Wow. You can go, you is no sort of police is not what you thought. There's different, factions and stuff inside the police. Well, same thing. You want to be a teacher when you're growing up. Oh, that's what you get to the point you finally get into the border education stuff like that. Oh, there's different things and factions and squadrons and secret things going on in between. You didn't know that as a child. It's like, I just want to teach kids when I grow up. I want to be a teacher like mine. You didn't know it's people talking about people behind people's back, people getting undercover stuff, people stealing money, people getting funds from the government. You didn't know any of that stuff was going on. You just wanted to help some kids. You just wanted to teach. We get fed a load of bull crap. We get fed baloney. There it is again, guys. We get baloney as we're growing up. That's why it's like when you get to a point, it's like now it's like, man. Like this person growing up that's talking about the Ray Alice and stuff. Like, he don't know nothing. All this guy knows is what, oh, it's so many astronomical units in here. You don't know anything. Still, you still don't know what this thing is. But you're going to sit up there, and then by this time in your life, we've gained all this weight. We got these particular problems in our bodies and our minds. And you still pondering on things you don't know. And you haven't accomplished the things that's here. We're constantly feeding ourselves crap. We're looking like crap. We can't even walk a mile before. But you can theorize on things that you don't know nothing about and getting your information from proven people that fed you baloney. People grew up getting fed baloney instead of getting fed fruit, vegetables, and wholesome things. See what happens? So now we're a society that was raised on baloney. That's why our adult lives are it's baloney. That's why you can see now when you go out and it's like, and I don't want to say this or that, and but it's the truth. And no, people don't like the truth. So that's why now I don't even talk about truth this, truth that, because there is no truth. There is no truth. And again, you shouldn't be thinking, but it's like people are like, oh, you're wrong. I'm like, not me personally, but I'm just like, what's wrong? Who said something was wrong? It's like if you believe in God, well, if something is wrong in your eyes, you're saying then your experience that you're having is wrong or something, or God's wrong because you're going through what you're going. So it's like, well, you believe in God and whatnot, and you just happen to go out and you get destroyed. Is that wrong? Didn't God do that? So how can we say, oh, it's wrong? No, there's nothing wrong. Or if somebody asked you, you're wrong about that. It's like, who said that what your opinion is right? And what's wrong? Didn't God make that? It's this thing of like, God versus the devil. I'm like, well, who made the devil if God made everything? See how people separate it? People start separating things. If everything is God, didn't God make the devil? I mean, people say Lucifer was in heaven worshiping God, so God made Lucifer. So, and then you think God knows everything? So then, I mean, what's the problem? It's like, that's out of it. People want to have their cake and eat it too, but you've been raised on baloney. What can you do? You can't do nothing about it. You know? So I just want to come in here, you guys. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I just want to come through and talk about 3 hours for this one morning time. And that's what we're going to rock out. I got some other things to do. Get your day on. Don't forget, stay positive. Don't, hey, put down the baloney, guys. Pick up some fruits and vegetables.